Hey guys, how's it going? This is Dan here with GrapeVineRecording and welcome back to Quick Tips, where we're going to be looking at one mixing tip every day for the month of January. Going to start the year off right. I want to first of all thanks everyone who has watched so far. Hopefully you are finding it useful. In this one we are going to be looking at how to gain like a low frequency to your kick, as you can listen to this kick drum. So we want to add a little bit more beef to that bottom end. This can happen if, you were limited in your recording setup and, you never had the correct mics for the job, or, you've received a mixing project and you just want to add that little bit of something. Please remember that, these techniques aren't just limited to what I'm showing you. You can use them on anything you want, really. Instead of adding low end to the kick, you could do it to add some crack to the snare, things like that. But the main idea of this is to pretty much just create an auxiliary track. So we'll do that now. Just create one mono auxiliary input here. Drag that all the way up here. On this, we are going to be adding in what is called a signal generator. So if we unsolo this, it does that. This is just, Pro Tools basic signal generator. It'll just create a frequency. This is a sine wave. And what we want to do is lower the frequency down to about 60 hertz, thereabouts. So 62 hertz. So now it's going to be all the way down there. And then what we do with this is we get the kick to, because obviously as you can hear, that's playing constantly, and we don't want that. We want it to only play whenever the kick hits. So what we do, this is where we get a little bit clever, and we open the dynamics, go down to an expander or gate. So this is the gate. Obviously, if we just listen to that, it's still playing. So what we do is we higher the threshold up so it starts getting some gain reduction. So see? So then what we do is we do this here, which is this little key. This is the key input or the side chain. And that means instead of listening to its own signal to judge where the gate should, like when the gate should open or when the gate should trigger, it uses an external input to make that decision. And what we want is the kick to be that signal, the trigger signal. So we send the kick to bus 19. We get this side chain to have the key input as bus 19, and we tell it to listen to it. So then when we play it, I'll just solo the kick. So that's it with it in, and then I will bypass it. Oh, not going to bypass that. And then we play it again. See, and what we can start doing is effectively moving these times, the threshold, just to give us more or less of it. And of course then we can hide it up if we want. And then we can just use that to give that bottom end of the kick that wasn't there previously. But as I say, you can do this with all kinds. Instead of creating a sine wave, you could do it to create a noise signal. And then just get that to be triggered by the snare. So it just adds more crack to that snare. Say, for example, if you didn't use a bottom mic to capture the rattle of the snares, you could do that and then EQ that in a way which will allow you to do it. So that's it. Nice quick one for you. It's extremely useful. It's a good way to fix some problems that you had at the recording stage. It's also very good on toms, things like that. But this has been Dan with GrapeVineRecording. See you tomorrow.